Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another video for you today, and today we are doing a comparison between the original clear jelly stamper and the clear jelly stamper I got from Moyra. I will link both videos. I have done a huge review on this one. I will link that in the description. In this video we will find all the information where you can get the original clear jelly stamper, and also for the Moyra I will put the link to my haul video in the description box below, and I will also put the prices in the description, and I will probably put them in the video at some point so you can see the difference in the prices between the two. So let's look at the difference from the two that are quite obvious. With the original clear jelly, you get this scraper as well. It's included in the price. It's very flimsy. I don't like these flimsy scrapers, but this is purely, if you like them or if you don't like them. I use them to tap away all the parts of a design that I don't want to have on the stamper. And the clear jelly, you can take your time doing that and it will stamp anyway. This is why I love this little guy so much. The difference from the size, you can see the original, this one, clear jelly, is a little smaller. Also from the stamper head size, it's a little smaller. You can see it already like that. And from the back, you can see here the original clear jelly is more open, so you have a better view of what you're doing. This one is a little smaller, but still you can of course look through, and you could also, if you don't like that it's smaller, you could remove this part with a little tiny knife or saw or whatever. Anyway, so this is the obvious difference between the two. Another obvious difference is that the clear jelly is quite firm. The Moyra one is really squishy, or a lot more squishier than the original one, see? You are also not supposed to squish the original one a lot because it's very fragile, and as you can see, mine has a little boo-boo already here, and I was really taking good care of it. It was always in his bubble wrap bag stored and in a secure place. I didn't take it out of the holder, really only to clean it in the first place, and still it got a boo-boo here. I was whining a little on the Facebook page of the clear jelly, of the original clear jelly, and the nice lady, she told me, okay, next time you order something, leave me a message and I will give you a replacement for free, which is really nice of her. So yeah, this is of course another reason or justification to get some new stamping plates. Anyway, this one is very fragile, so don't scratch it, don't push it too hard, don't try to push your nail into it. It's really for rolling or like putting the designs on here. If you have individual designs, you just put it on and it's on. Or if you have bigger designs, you roll it on your nail. You're not supposed to press the nail in here. It might damage your stamper. Here you can press your nail in. If you have a design that's larger, you can see this one works, so that's fine. Depending on the length of your nail, on the curve of your nail, this will work, but usually I only use those for placing of individual designs. What else? Don't prime these stampers, please don't. If I see people in videos with a file fiddling around with those stampers, it breaks my heart, because these are supposed to be clear. What you can do if you don't get them to work. First of all, each stamper is differently. You have to get used to each stamper and you have to practice a little. It takes a little patience, okay? The firmer stampers usually require a little more pressure. This one, there is videos on the Clear Jelly Stamper main Facebook and on the YouTube page, and they show you how to do that. You have a little flick with your wrist and you put lightly pressure on the plate, and then it will pick up. If it doesn't pick up the first time, try a second time, but don't prime these, please don't. You will damage them. It's not supposed to be primed. The same for other silicone head stampers. They usually work. If they are sticky, they require very, very few pressure. Light touch of the plate will work usually. We will see what this one, how much pressure this one needs, or if it also picks up, because it's not sticky. It's squishy, but it's not sticky. So you might need to use a little pressure with this, but not too much. I haven't stamped with that yet, so we will see. What you do when you get those, you want to clean them, of course. Take some rubbing alcohol and a lint-free wipe and just clean them with rubbing alcohol. This will not damage the stamper. You can also use soap to clean the stamper heads. This is really for all these silicone squishy stampers. Don't prime them. They will work. Then if you want to clean them in between stamping, use a lint roller. They are really inexpensive, and you roll over and all the color will go away. You can also use sticky tape. This is also gonna be working, but a lint roller is usually, I mean, in the Dollar Tree you get 2 of these for $1 or something like that. So it's really, really cheap. Do we have everything so far? I think we have. This one's a little bigger. This one is cheaper, but it doesn't have a scraper. Let's see how they both stamp. I will, as usual, mute the stamping and put it a little faster, but I will always put down below with which stamper I'm currently working. And I will also try out how they work when you remove things you don't need, which I usually do. Yeah, you take a design, and then there are things you don't need, and then you tap away happily and you take your time. And with the Clear Jelly, with the original one, you can really fiddle around as long as you want. And then you can also take your time positioning your design, and then you press it on your nail and it will still work. It will not dry. The polish will go onto your nail. And we will see if this is the case with the Moyra as well. So it's already a very long video, but I feel I had to make those differences clear. It's really a preference, of course. It's also a matter of cost. This one again is, I paid €8.95 for it. This one came from Canada, so of course the delivery costs were already $9, so I had around $20 to get this one to me. At the time it was the only Clear Jelly stamper available, so I'm still happy I have that. We will be stamping today with a non-stamping polish, so let's see how they deal. I know this one works also wonderful with the model's own chrome polishes, so it handles non-stamping polishes very well. So this is a finger paints. Color is framed in red, beautiful color, stamps perfect, I know that. And then we will use a Smalta Stichelli in Tucco. This is kind of like a purple. And I'll be using one of my favorite plates from Moyra London. This is the Mother Nature. And yeah, we can pick designs and remove, here from the flower, remove the butterflies, or vice versa. We remove here around the butterflies the flowers, and then stamp the butterfly on my nail. Good, let's start with the stamping. Again, fast forward, so sit back, relax and enjoy. Here we are, I'm back. You have seen the stamps with the different stampers. I have to say, the Moyra has some advantages over the original clear jelly. My original clear jelly already has a boo-boo, so this one is very delicate and I have to be careful where I stamp it. Also, the original clear jelly has this flicking technique to pick up the images, which usually works fine. You could see it here on my thumb. The red polish is done with the original clear stamper. Here, this is also done with the original clear stamper. That this image is a little distorted, this was my fault, because I wanted to show it to you in camera and then I pressed too hard. Usually when you do this off camera it comes out nice. That's why I put another butterfly here on my little pinky finger and you can see that turned out nice. So the clear jelly is a good stamper. However, in my opinion, the Moyra is the better one. The Moyra is cheaper. Again, I don't know what it's gonna cost you in the US, but I paid €8.95 or something like that. It is squishy, which I prefer. It also can keep your polish, liquid, or how you say, it doesn't dry out your polish. You saw that I tapped around happily, although this polish, for some reason, the regular polish I couldn't tap away with my scraper. I had to use tape. That took even longer, and then I fiddled around. It was when I had this motif, the red motif on my middle finger, the flower here, and then you can position and then you just press it on and it will melt on your nail, depending of course how curved your nail is, which is usually the easier technique than rolling. Depends what you are used to. Again, it's all preference. In my opinion, the Moyra will be easier for people that are also new to stamping and want to have a clear jelly. The other thing that I realized, or I had it before, the original clear jelly, is when it comes to delicate lines like this dandelion here, it's a little trickier to pick up these delicate images. With the clear jelly you can do it, but you have to sometimes try 2, 3, 4, 5 times and then you get a little annoyed, you try it again, at some point you have it. But it's again not as easy. You could see with the Moyra, I picked it up with the first try essentially. This is what the first try looks. It is not picture perfect, but it is pretty perfect what I have here. This dandelion, you can see it. It's really, so I'm still trying to focus here, and here you go. There are some tiny parts missing, but really nothing that would kind of like, if you go like this looks like a perfect dandelion. When you look at the one that I did with the clear jelly and you compare the both of them, you can see, yeah, there's quite a difference. This is the one I did with the clear jelly. And no, there is some things missing. And this was already my second try, or even my third. So, yeah, the delicate images are just better with this Moyra. This is my personal opinion. It might not be yours, but this is what I figured out when I reviewed now both, or when I compared them both. I prefer the Moyra over the original clear jelly. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you also had fun watching it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. I really appreciate all my subscribers. I welcome my new subscribers. Comment, comment, comment. I appreciate all your comments. I will answer to all your comments. And so far, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!